All right, welcome to Two Woke Boys, episode 99. I am Chris.
And I'm Cole.
And together, we are two woke boys. All right, welcome to episode 99. Huge milestone coming up. Episode 100, which is not this one. People make a big deal out of their 100 episodes. They're like, ooh, we did 100 podcasts. And it's like, do we even give a shit?
We give a shit about ours.
Yeah, we give a shit about ours and not your podcast.
Ours is worth celebrating, but
100%. But we're so like woke and cool and awesome people that like it's like we want to say to other people that we're celebrating you, like a hot woman. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if you're a hot woman and we want to celebrate you for our 100th episode.
Yeah, it's not about us. It's about you. And that's what, I mean, that's kind of what this podcast is all about. It's not about us.
It's about celebrating hot women.
It's about celebrating hot women and, you know,
we're people of color.
Right, especially hot women of color.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, this is a selfless venture. This wasn't us.
We're not doing this to get ourselves ahead.
No, this isn't to promote our careers or to make money.
No,
or to
absolutely
not have to, you know, keep working a day job.
Yeah.
No.
This is like a passion project, and
this is a charity, basically, podcast.
I can't stress this enough.
Yeah.
The Two Woke Boys are very passionate. We're so passionate. We're passionate lovers, and when we care about something or someone, it really shows. And sometimes we may seem distant after we show all this passion, and some people call that love bombing, and those people are fucking losers and need to shut the fuck up because we do care, okay? We care. So, you know, come back.
Yeah, thank you for making that clear.
Yeah.
And you know, this podcast, like we said, it's just so selfless. It's not about us. It's about you. It's about being the voice for you.
Yeah. So shut up and listen
up.
Shut
up and let us talk.
Yeah, listen to us because we know what we heard. Whatever you're saying, like shut up.
No one cares what you have to say.
Yeah, you don't have a podcast.
Care about what we say. Yeah, where's your podcast?
Yeah,
bitch?
and don't try to start one now. There's too many podcasts.
We were in the last. Vote in.
Regulation needs to come in and regulate podcasts.
Yes.
Except for ours.
Yeah, we're kind of grandfathered in.
Yep. So you're just going to shut the door on all the other podcasts.
Well, let's do a podcast with two straight white guys.
We're two straight white guys talking about, hey, I try to get pussy.
Yeah,
and I'm a
we
guy.
tell it like it is.
Yeah,
on this
women
podcast.
are silly and we're
women
a bunch
are
of
dumb
boys.
and men are smart.
Men are cool and women are dumb.
And we're Sigma. We're the Sigma grind set alpha bros. And men are smart and women are dumb. And we like talking about our conquests with women and making money.
I go on a date with a girl and she was being a dumb bitch and I had sex with her and then she
these are
hang out
unfiltered. Again. These are unfiltered thoughts. We tell it like it is, because we're a couple straight white guys talking on a podcast, bro. And tune in, bro, to hear some other men talk about their sexual conquests and their daily improving. Oh, I try to improve every day. I lift weights. I get strong. I deadlift. I bench press. I lift heavy. And I eat clean. Oh, yeah. How's your diet, bro? I eat clean with my diet. And I watch the game. Oh, you watched that game last night? You watched that game, NBA Finals? Oh, you root for the Celtics or the Golden State Warriors? Oh, Steph Curry. Oh, Jason Tatum. Oh, I gotta watch the finals, and then my bitch will come over and tell me to turn it off because she wants to watch like the Kardashians. I'm just like, shut up, bitch. We're watching the finals because this is sports. This is my man cave. Get out of my man cave, bitch. This is my house. I'm the man. I'm the alpha. So get back in the kitchen, bitch, and make me a sandwich because I tell you what to do because I'm a man and I'm a bro who has a podcast, bro.
How dare you?
That's kind of what most podcasts are.
What other
podcasts are mostly that.
Yeah.
And our podcast is not that at all.
Right. And I do kind of feel like I'm about to pass out right now.
Yeah. Are you okay? Like you threw the entire hour into the first 5 minutes of our pod. But
You know, I just get so passionate. You know, you mentioned our passion.
we're passionate lovers.
I just get so passionate and fired up about how much other men suck. It just makes me so angry when I think of all the women out there who have to like date and marry these like trash men, and they're just so unlucky, and their lives are gonna suck because all other men are trash.
And we make sure we go in those women's DMs and let them know that their
other
men
men
is
are
trash.
right.
Yeah.
Right. And like it's sad because like most women will never know what it's like to date a good guy like us, a nice guy.
Yeah.
We are so fucking nice. We're so nice. And we'll prove it to them.
We
how
will
nice
prove.
we are.
We will prove it, and you know, it's just we got to stop other podcasts.
Yeah.
That's really the chief argument that we're saying is there needs to be regulation in podcasts.
No more straight white cis men on podcasts.
Except for
after us. Yeah.
And also they should cut off the top podcasts and like just cancel those too.
And
like
give us
like Rogies, he's out. And then, but first we go on the podcast.
Take his place.
We go on his podcast to tell him, hey, you're canceled. We're taking over. We're going to keep your studio and Jamie, but you still got to pay him. But he's ours now.
Yeah.
And then Jamie will probably like try to take Joe Rogan's side, but we're going to be like, look, get in the kennel we left for you. And there's like there's a mixing board in there and all this shit you got to do.
Yeah.
But,
and we said this weeks ago, that like when Joe Rogan gets canceled and we take over his spot, we are willing to, not only will we take over his spot and studio, and
we would let him be a guest on our new Joe Rogan Experience
but
podcast.
also we would accept his payment, but for both of us.
Yes.
So like he got that $100 million contract with Spotify, we'd accept $50 million a piece. I'm cool with that.
I guess we would do that.
We would settle for that.
I would be willing to negotiate that we would do that.
Yeah.
And then like, maybe we could have a deal with the, they also picked up the Call Her Daddy lady.
Okay.
So maybe we could like do a joint podcast with her where, because she was always like talking about like sex and stuff.
Right.
Maybe she could have sex with us and then
talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about how passionately we loved her.
How good of lovers we are. Yeah.
How we took her to Paris.
Yep.
And Eiffel Towered her.
Yes.
And she would talk about how cool it was.
Yeah.
And then her following would come over, and then we'd have some girl listeners.
Yeah, that would be nice to get like our first girl listener.
Mm-hmm. We do.
99 episodes.
I did check the stats. We do have some female listeners.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty cool.
Okay, not enough though.
It certainly wasn't me making email
Fake
accounts.
and
saying that I'm a girl and then following our podcast.
Yeah.
It wasn't that at all.
Certainly wasn't that.
No.
So yeah, if you're a hot woman out there, or if because if you're a hot woman, you're not listening because we have no female listeners, sadly.
We do have female
we do
listeners.
Have 3 female listeners.
We are not going to prove it, but there are female listeners.
Yes, but we need more. So if you're one of these,
this is a podcast for women. So I guess
and
men are listening to it. Yeah, men. Yeah, and people of color too. Men are listening to this podcast because they're kind of probably using our like the way we talk about women, the way we're trying to help women. Maybe they're using it as like their own.
I mean, it is a self-help podcast, so maybe men are listening to us to find out how to be better men, and that's I'll allow that.
Yeah,
like other men do suck, but
do better, be better, and send the women that you're talking to us.
Yeah,
because we'll talk to them.
Yeah, if you're one of these straight white men who we hate and are listening to this podcast, we do hate you, but the way you can redeem yourself and kind of absolve yourself of this white guilt that you should have would be sending a link to this podcast to 5 hot, single, or polyamorous women that you know. So if each one of you sends it out to 5,
no, actually, you should send
a little bit.
You should send the podcast not only to 5 women, but to every single person you know.
Okay.
Now you are like, if you listen to the show, you are now an ambassador to the show. And by that I mean, you know how like Mother Teresa was like her like life's work was, I don't know, helping kids or some bullshit.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what you're doing now.
Right.
So you have to like give up your entire life and then just go tell everybody about this podcast.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
We need people like that.
Like crusaders of
Yeah.
the podcast.
Yeah.
Just spreading the message.
Yeah. Well, our listeners
Far
are
and wide.
allies.
Right.
You know,
Right.
allies. And if you're a woman, we'd like for our female listeners to be sluts.
Yeah.
Because we're anti-slut shaming, and
we're reclaiming that word.
Yeah.
So.
We're reclaiming the word, and we're an anti-slut shaming podcast because we do have a charity that is for sluts. It is my Venmo, but it is also a charity.
Yes.
So we promise that any money donated to the Slut Fund on Venmo or Cash App will go to sluts.
Yes. Fully invested in sluts. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. We're still having a lot more new listeners come in from who have found us on TikTok. Thanks for being here.
And YouTube.
And YouTube as well. That's right.
TikTok, YouTube,
Yep.
Instagram, whatever, people are coming in from all directions, but
Yeah.
it seems like currently mostly TikTok.
Yeah. And a lot from that Brett Cooper lady on
Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire. This is my channel, The Daily Wire, and I hired this lady, Brett Cooper, to do a millennial take on young TikTok comment section.
People keep saying that that's Ben Shapiro's sister. Is that fake?
I don't believe there's a relation.
Okay.
Yeah. But she
She
looks like they could be related.
Yeah.
But we, and we talked about last week wanting to have a really firm dialogue with Brett Cooper.
Yeah.
But if we're saying that she looks just like Ben Shapiro, that would imply that we think
want to
he's
fuck
hot or
Ben
something,
Shapiro, which we
don't.
don't want to have
Yeah.
sex with Ben Shapiro.
because that
Maybe we would do it to assert dominance because he's like kind of like not what we're trying to do.
he's a nerd.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. Because he's like a conservative guy, and
Right.
we don't like that.
No.
We want, cool fans.
Yes. So yeah, a lot of people came over from Brett Cooper, and last week we reached out to her to try to have a firm talking to about how we want to have a dialogue with her, even though we disagree politically. We want to really unite. I have a physical connection.
When you
heal
have
wounds, and she has not responded to us yet. So Brett, we're just gonna say this again. Where's the response?
Yeah, hit us up.
Haven't seen.
We're
We
just-
sent
we're
you
waiting
17
on
messages,
you.
and you haven't even opened them. So are you going to fucking respond or not, bitch? Respond to us.
Yeah.
Don't act like you have better people to talk to than us. You posted us on your TikTok. Now respond to us. Now.
We're nice guys, okay?
We're so nice. Let us prove to you how nice we can be. I've done it. How many times do I have to freaking say this? Respond to our DMs and let me show you how nice I can be. You bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I don't mean to get, too fired up about the passionate. That's what
Passionate is a way
passion. It's
to
not
describe.
rage and anger.
No, it's
and-
not that at all.
Yeah.
This is all,
Just do not look at the wall behind that camera.
yeah.
Just-
This is practically an NPR podcast. You know how those NPR podcasts are like, thank you for listening to our NPR podcast.
It's almost like ASMR.
Yeah, it is that.
It's just people talking like
Yeah.
this, and that's what
This is a
all about.
relaxing podcast.
Right.
This is very chill.
Right.
If you want to listen to this before you go to sleep, that's cool.
Right.
But definitely make sure when you wake up, you listen to it again to make sure you got it all.
Yeah.
Any subliminal messages you get would be good too, right?
Right.
So, yeah, we're in support of all that.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Yeah. So thanks to all our new listeners and our day ones from tuning in. We love our day ones too.
Mm-hmm.
And episode 99, crazy to think. We got 99 problems,
Yeah.
but the patriarchy.
You
ain't
could
one.
you could call each of these episodes a problem,
Yeah.
right? I mean, somebody would call each episode of this podcast a problem.
Problematic.
And that's we hate that.
Yeah. And they're the problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a problem if you don't like this podcast.
Right. Yeah. So episode 99, we have a lot to cover. Also, we are recording a little earlier than usual. So if there's like breaking news that happened this past weekend or whatever, and we're not covering it, don't come crying to us, oh, Chris and Cole,
You
guys
didn't talk
went
about
off
the
to
thing
date."
that happened yesterday when the podcast came
Yeah,
out.
well, guess what? We have lives, okay?
Yeah, we recorded the podcast.
It's not a live podcast, you fucking idiots.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's a good point
Yeah.
to make. Yeah.
Yeah. So we are recording this several days before it drops, so just bear with us, okay?
Mhm.
But there's a lot going on. Inflation is a real problem right now,
Yeah.
and prices are skyrocketing. Gas prices are through the roof.
Don't they? Isn't Biden saying that it's like, hey, record jobs shit? They're kind of saying that.
Right, right. And we
Kind
want
of like, how good are all
None
the
of
jobs
this-
we created by stopping all of the jobs and then allowing everybody to go to work again? That is a creation of jobs.
Yes, that's totally.
That's a cool manipulation of stats that really no one thinks is complete bullshit.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
No one thinks that.
No. And also, people are like blaming Biden for the inflation and the stock marketing and everything. And we want to be clear, Biden bears zero responsibility for what's going on right now. Zero. Okay.
I think we all know whose fault this is.
And I can tell you
and-
what color skin he has.
And we're not a racist podcast, but if we were racist against one color of skin, it would be orange.
Orange people.
How dare you?
That's right.
Yeah.
his
and there's
fault.
one race of orange people, and it's the Cheeto.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about Chester Cheeto,
No.
the
Who-
Cheeto
yeah.
character who we love dearly.
Right. We actually have posters of him too.
Yeah.
doing, like,
And it's not from sending in the proof of purchases of several Cheeto bags to get a poster.
no.
It's not
Cheetos actually
sponsors
sponsoring
our
us.
body.
Yeah.
We're
So they
Cheetos.
send us a
pod-
bunch
yeah.
of Chester.
That would be
swag.
pretty funny as like a feminist podcast. We just have like Blue Chew and like fucking
Cheetos.
Monster energy drink, like all shit that like gamers get.
Right. And if you are any of those companies,
Yeah,
who wanna
hit us
sponsor
up.
If
Yeah.
you want to like ironically sponsor this podcast,
It would not be ironic because the listenership is like 100%
right,
men.
which is abhorrent.
yeah,
It
we
shouldn't be that way.
we are not a fan of how many dudes
There's
listen.
so many. Yeah. If
God
you're, again,
damn
if
it,
you're
it's
a
a
guy,
sausage fest in
this
here.
is not okay.
Yeah.
This is absolutely not okay.
Yeah, bring a chick,
Yeah,
dude.
Jesus Christ, help out this ratio.
Yeah.
My God.
We need to
send
do-
the podcast to all the women in your contact list.
We need to do like a what's that you know how like bars do like ladies night
Yeah.
and like a bunch of dudes show up they're like, where's the pussy? Guess it's at ladies night, right?
Right.
They get in free, but the dudes got to pay a cover. What if we did that? We put every episode of this podcast behind a Patreon wall, and it's just like dudes have to pay the cover and women don't.
Nice.
That would be pretty
I
cool.
like that. I
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
And also, you can't. We love the trans community, but you can't like trans your way into
No.
listening to the pod. That's bullshit.
No.
Don't do that. We know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So fuck that.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got a lot to cover. Inflation, the market's way down, stocks, even crypto
Yeah.
way down.
Yeah.
The
We are.
market is tanking.
We are market boys,
Right.
and yeah, it's bad right
It is a bear market
It's
right
a
now.
fucking grizzly bear market,
Yeah.
dude.
And so
rough.
it is a dip right now. And, maybe a good time to buy the dip, as they say.
Yeah, it was a good time to buy the dip before it dipped again.
Right.
Which, yeah,
And it'll probably dip some more.
dude, this dip is pretty big.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's what we're all about.
it's like a subterranean dip right now.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're all about like buying dips, not just in the market, but in life and in women's lives.
Oh,
let's
we're
say-
buying a dip of a woman
yeah,
for
like
sure.
let's say you're a
This is a
hot
good
you're a
analogy.
hot you're a hot woman. You just got out of this long-term relationship. You thought he was the one,
Yeah.
and you thought
You're like engaged.
right, maybe even engaged, or you thought he was gonna pop. She's like, we need to talk, and you're like, oh my God, he's gonna propose.
He's gonna ask.
And he's like, we're done. And your life is shattered.
You're
all
just
your
in
future
the-
plans
yeah.
out the window. And you're just as low as you're depressed and lonely.
You're sad. And
isolated.
you're like, am I ever
vulnerable.
gonna find
Am I
my
ever gonna
special
find
person?
love again? And you would just settle for anyone to give you a rebound and get your groove back and get you back out of this dip you're in? Us.
Guess what? Yeah,
Yes,
we're
we are
already
here
there.
for you.
A woman crying is the bat signal for the two woke boys.
Love that.
Yeah. When we hear a weeping woman who's sad and vulnerable, oh my, we are going to be there in a.
We're getting in our
in a
Batmobile
heartbeat,
right
yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Where is she?
Yeah.
Where is the woman crying? Where is who did this to you?
Yeah.
Who cheated on you?
She's like, this guy Tanner, he cheated on.
Where is he? We're gonna fucking kill him.
No,
Mhm.
but we wouldn't kill. We're like, because Batman doesn't kill people. He just like beats the shit out of them. You know.
That is a.
'Cause he has
yeah.
a moral code, and that's
Yeah.
like us.
Yeah.
You know, we're not gonna kill anyone, but we will.
We will wear a weird animal costume and beat the shit out of people,
Right.
and then drive
For
away in a
minor
really nice car.
infractions. Yeah.
And they're doing those infractions because they're poor. You know.
Right.
And Batman could fix the entire city by just like giving up some money to like, maybe build an affordable house or some shit.
No.
Instead, he's like, I gotta have a cave with a butler in it
And then just go around the
and
city
go fight
beating the
dudes.
shit out of
Yeah.
teens
Yeah.
who are
Go fight
loitering in the
ruffians,
park
and then also be confused when one of 4 mega criminals do the thing they always do.
right.
Like there's like a big mystery, and it's like, who could it be? Well, it's probably the Joker or
Riddler.
the Riddler or the Penguin guy or this cat bitch. It's probably one of those people, right?
Yeah.
Like, why is there so much? It's only been those 4 people.
Right. And if you are Catwoman,
Definitely hit us
definitely,
up.
yeah.
I love cats, and I also love women. So
Wow.
yeah.
So, who would have thought?
What a combo that
Yeah.
would be. Yeah. So if you're fucking cat pussy lady or whatever, hit me up.
Yeah. So yeah, let us. If you're vulnerable right now, you're going through a dip in your life, and you need someone to turn to us,
Mm-hmm.
and we will buy your dip and help lift you back up
Mm-hmm.
to sea level, and then we will.
But
Release
yeah,
you. Yeah.
we'll see if you float.
Right.
Yeah, and you may not,
Right.
but that's on you because you're a girl boss.
That's right. Speaking of girl bosses, Lizzo and her boyfriend have made their red carpet debut.
Mm-hmm.
So Lizzo and her boyfriend Mike Wright have made their
How
debut.
long have they been together?
They apparently they co-hosted a show on MTV in 2016. So they've known each other for a while,
Mm-hmm.
but they haven't been romantically linked until recently. Also, Lizzo did the thing. She did a full launch, the boyfriend launch on Instagram. We talked about this, the soft launch or the hard launch.
Yeah. So for people that don't know what a soft launch boyfriend, or hard launch boyfriend, what is that?
So like a soft launch is where you do this mysterious thing where you like post something in your story.
You'll post like you at a dinner table,
With, like,
and you'll just
two-
see their hands.
Their hands are like
Like you're
a
clearly
man
on a
hand.
date,
Right.
but you
With-
don't know. You're like, who's that guy?
Right, who's that guy? And you think it's like some big mysterious thing that you're blatantly doing to solicit responses from people, from like women saying like, "Ooh, who is he?" and from men being like, "Oh, who's
There's
that?"
probably a couple of men that are like, what the fuck? I was going on dates with this bitch.
Yeah.
You know?
And those couple men were not us.
No.
We would never, respond very negatively to a woman posting a soft launch boyfriend story. But yeah, and then so hard launch is where you just straight up post
Show
the
their
pic.
face. Basically show the face of
You're
the-
allowed to show the face
Yeah.
of the boyfriend, but it was not the full hard launch because she did the classic thing where it was like a slideshow. She did like a big slideshow.
like a carousel on Instagram.
Is that carousel?
Carousel is where you can swipe through the.
Okay, I didn't know that's what it was called, but
Yeah, well, I'm
Yeah.
a social media expert.
yeah, you are somewhat of an expert yourself.
I'm a
so
social media guru.
nice.
We are influencers,
Yes.
so that's a big thing that we do.
Yeah, so she did the thing where she posted the the Instagram post with like several pictures, but the first one or the first several were just her on the red carpet. But then once you scroll
Then
midway
once she
through,
got out of the way and you saw the boyfriend there.
yes, then it was him.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
making us.
They were just
dig for
standing
the
side by
information.
side, and then she moved out of the
Right. Well,
tire frame, and
yeah.
then you see
Well,
to reveal the boyfriend.
but
She
that
was like a curtain
right.
opening to
But
show.
that is beautiful.
Yeah.
Because we love body
Curtain.
positivity.
Yeah, and curtains.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, this guy Mike Wright, he's a comedian and musician, and I actually did watch some comedy clip of his.
Yeah.
He's pretty funny,
Nice.
and so, but you know, he's not as like funny as us.
Yeah. I mean, we are the funniest.
And by funny, are
You
we
mean
getting any laughs?
Correct.
No.
No.
Are we making good points?
Yes. Yeah. See, that's
And
yeah.
so, like,
if
that's
you're
what-
laughing at this podcast, you fucked up, not us.
Right.
We're not trying to make you laugh. This is not a hilarious podcast. This is a very serious this is a news show. Right? And we're
Yes.
talking about the most important news that really matters to this country, and that's why we're talking about Lizzo and her boyfriend currently.
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, they were on the red carpet of this show. Watch out for the big girls.
Oh, that's the like. So you think you can dance with Lizzo?
Yes.
Actually, I actually watched that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was pretty.
How was it?
It was pretty good. You know, they had like a bunch of body positive dancers. Like, so they're like,
Nice.
Lizzo comes in. She's like, we're training new dancers that also have to be huge or whatever. And then they all come in. They tell their story. I mean, they're good dancers,
Yeah.
but you know, they get out of breath pretty easily.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind
Kind of like how I was after that
the rant.
the
Yeah.
rant a little bit
Yeah.
ago. Yeah. But so, yeah, that's great that she has the show and she's promoting these body positive women. But we know this Mike Wright guy is just in it for the fame and money.
He doesn't
And-
care about Lizzo.
No, he doesn't care about her like we could.
Yeah.
And so,
We could care about her
care about her
because
so
there's
much.
two of us.
Right.
And it would be a team lift exercise.
Yes. So she should break up with him and start dating us instead.
Yeah.
And we would love to be on the red carpet and get these articles, because all these articles is like, who is Lizzo's boyfriend?
Yeah.
I mean, imagine if that was us. You know, we would be so famous.
hmm
So, but we wouldn't be in it for the fame.
No, we're not in it for the
we
clout
would
or
be in it
fame
for
at all.
the love.
Yeah.
'cause, you know,
We love Lizzo,
Right.
and we would listen to her problems or whatever bullshit
Yeah.
she's talking about.
right.
And,
So-
you know, we care about her shit. So,
Yeah. Also, we would have caught this problematic lyric that she put in this song before it went out, and
yeah.
so
Even as good of a person as Lizzo is and how she can do no wrong, the only thing that she could do wrong is lose weight and hurt the body positive movement.
and
by
she will,
becoming healthy.
and we guarantee you, she will
That
eventually.
will happen because
She will-
every overweight singer loses
Eventually
weight and
does
then
that.
just gets annihilated by fat people.
Yes, and Lizzo will
We're
certainly
like,
not
how dare you make a positive
change
change?
in your life. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
like-
and Lizzo certainly will not be eventually losing
Mm-hmm.
about 150 pounds and then become very like
Like a regular sized overweight, you know,
yeah, sure,
and then
and then
still get
and then she will
massive
just
shit
get
from
so much backlash for wanting to prove or wanting to change her life for the better. But which she should get. She should get endlessly attacked if she ever loses weight. She is not allowed to lose weight.
yeah.
By the
Now, like, there's another singer that did that, and we're very mad at her.
Adele.
Adele, you've been a very bad girl, and if we need to talk to you right now.
I think she's engaged to that new guy.
Yeah,
Rich
we don't
Paul.
care about that. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares
We're,
about
we're
that fucking
polyamorous. Yeah,
bitch ass loser? He sucks.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
yeah,
He's probably cheating on you.
definitely is.
So you should like cheat on him back with us.
Right.
But we're mad at you. And you know what that means.
Yeah.
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 You're going to be punished
Right.
for your
Sins.
and your sin is becoming hot.
Yeah.
So
You think you can just get
You think
hot.
you can just get hot. We don't have to punish you.
Yeah,
So come over and, come get it.
nice. Yeah. So Lizzo, as I was saying, she is changing the lyrics to her "Girls" single following criticism over ableism.
Mm-hmm.
The song previously featured a word that many in the disabled community describe as an ableist slur. So it used the word spazz, a slur against people with disabilities. And so Lizzo came out on Instagram and said, "It's been brought to my attention that there is a harmful word in my new song, Girls. Let me make one thing clear. I never want to promote derogatory language. As a fat black woman in America, I've had many hurtful
She said that?
Yes. I've had many hurtful words used against me, so I understand.
Like fat black
So I
woman in
overstand.
America.
She said, so I overstand the power words can have, whether intentionally or in my case unintentionally. I'm proud to say there's a new version of Girls with a lyric change. This is the result of me listening and taking action. As
That's
an
great.
influential artist, I've dedicated to being part of the change I've been waiting to see in the world. XOXO, Lizzo." Just an absolute hero.
I'm speaking.
And yeah, she was getting lit up on Twitter about this, so she took action.
She got lit up for the spaz thing?
Yeah, like they have these tweets from people. It says,
And also,
"Hey,
how
Lizzo."
dare she call herself fat? That's mean.
Right,
She's beautiful.
right. Body positive.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, there's this tweet from someone that said, "Hey Lizzo, please remove the word spaz from your new song because it's a slur and really offensive to the disabled community." From a disappointed fan.
So who's a spaz?
I think it's like
Like spazzes.
so.
There's a group of people that are like, we're spazzes.
No, so one girl said, "Hey Lizzo, my disability, cerebral palsy, is literally classified as spastic diplegia, where spasticity
So
refers
people,
to unending painful tightness in my legs. The
so
new song makes me pretty angry and sad. Spaz doesn't mean freaked out or crazy. It's an ableist slur. It's 2022. Do better."
nice. Wow, that's really a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
This is a podcast, and we fight for all marginalized communities, and we definitely are a pro spaz podcast.
yes,
So if you're a spaz, we support you.
but we're reclaiming
But
that
don't
word.
fucking chill, okay?
Right.
Don't come at us with your spazziness.
Yeah, and it's really good that it kind of puts things in perspective. This whole like outrage over Lizzo using the word spaz in a song. Like imagine how much like people, let's say people in Ukraine or people in Yemen.
There's a big spaz population in Ukraine
Yeah.
that are just getting annihilated right now.
Imagine how much Yemen or any of the other countries that are just being bombed right now.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine how good they feel knowing that Lizzo changed the lyric to her song. I mean, finally, the real important issues
That is the most
are
important.
being
You're right.
tackled
You're right.
in
World
the world.
War, not a big deal. Saying spaz in a song,
Big deal.
huge deal.
Yeah.
Wars have been started over less,
Yeah.
for sure.
Right. So it really just puts things in perspective of how important this is, which is the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the people with this spaz issue.
Thank God
medical-
everybody has a platform to speak online, because they make a big deal out of important issues like this.
Right. And so imagine the comfort that this brings to people in countries that are getting bombed all over the world.
I knew
Lizzo changed the lyric of her song.
Yeah.
Everything is okay.
when I went to the gas station to fill up my car before we started this podcast, and it cost me $130 to fill up my fucking gas tank,
Mhm.
I was like, we are going to talk about the most important things on this podcast. And once I, spent $130 on gas for my fucking car, here we are talking about the most important thing.
Nice.
Lizzo saying spaz in a fucking music video.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
It was like, and that's like true change has happened, because think about like years ago, the Black Eyed Peas, they had a song called
Let's Get Retarded.
Yep. let's get retarded. Can you?
Wow. Do better.
Yeah. How about let's get it started? Yeah. How much better is the song "Let's Get It Started"?
So much.
It's definitely not a dumb, stupid version that no one wants to hear, and people definitely prefer the "Let's Get Retarded" version.
Well, that was problematic.
Mm-hmm.
And what was that, like 2003?
No, I think it was like 2006 or something. 2005, 2006 maybe.
2005. Thank you, Alex, our
It was?
producer
It was 05?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like okay. That song is a great song.
Yeah.
They used it as like the NBA song
Yeah.
for like a while.
Yeah, yeah.
But they used the
remember
"Let's
that.
Get It Started" one.
Right.
Because basketball is not retarded.
No. Well, it is, but
Wait, it is?
no, because we hate sports.
Oh yeah,
But
we hate.
But we don't want to use retarded as a slur.
Yeah,
So it's
Yeah.
bad.
and we love the WNBA. It's our favorite sport.
Yes.
We watch it all the time, even though I can't name one team, but
Yeah.
I know
Well, I can name all the teams, and I mean, I'm not going
There's
to
like
now because it
Sparks.
would take. Yeah, there you go.
that's one.
LA
yeah.
Sparks.
And then the fucking girl bosses,
Yeah, that's
not a team.
maybe that'll be
Maybe
an
that'll be the
expansion team.
franchise that we start.
Yeah, we'll start an expansion team. But
Mhm.
anyway,
If you want to try out for that team, I'm a basketball coach also.
yeah,
I've played basketball like 4 times. I play at the Hollywood Fitness over here,
nice.
and I play in the post.
Yeah.
So
So if any girls,
you're gonna
wanna
have
get
to try to
post-
box me out.
If any
so
girls
you,
want to
so
get posted up,
yeah. So I teach women how to play in the post.
right,
Okay, because
back to the basket.
yeah, your back's to the basket, and you got to put your ass
Right.
on my crotch area to
Right.
box me out.
Right.
And I'm gonna push into you really hard with my crotch to try and push you under the basket to gain good positioning on you.
Right.
So it's like a whole technical thing where we're just kind of pushing our genitals into each other for
Yeah. And the lessons,
for basketball
Right.
stuff. It's not a sex thing at
right,
all.
and the private basketball coaching you do is just right here in
Yeah, there's
in
not
your
even
house.
a hoop.
There's not even a
because
hoop
it's
or
not
court.
about you know how to shoot a basket. Everyone knows that.
Yeah,
But do you know how to like really push your ass into
really
my crotch?
box out. Yeah,
Yeah, you don't know. So that's what I'm here to teach. And it's all about leverage and positioning and penetration.
well, if they want, if they can.
No, I'm talking about basketball. You want to penetrate the defense
Right,
and then score.
right, and we'll be scoring.
Yeah, and there's going
Yeah.
to be some scoring, no
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah. So speaking of basketball, the NBA finals are still going on at the time of this podcast. They might be over by the time this comes out. Right now, the Warriors are up. Apparently, there's a team called the Warriors,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently they're beating a team called the Celtics 3-2.
What is a Celtic?
Some straight white Irish guy
Okay.
that looks like a leprechaun.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're up 3-2 in the series at
Yeah.
the recording of this podcast. And so by the time this comes out, there will probably be a winner and loser. So there's going to be a lot of people in the country very upset.
Mhm.
So if you are a girl from San Francisco,
Yeah, if you're
or
one of those
Oakland,
sports girls that just loses her shit
Right.
after your sports team loses.
yeah. So if you're like a hot, rich girl from San Francisco and you're upset,
Or from Boston.
or from Boston, if
Because
you're
we don't have a dog in the fight. We don't really care.
right. Well, I'm just saying, whoever loses, they're going to be
We're-
sad, and then
We
they-
are a platform
console
to console the most vulnerable women, regardless
Right.
of their side.
Yeah, but I mean, if the girl's like from right in Boston and she has that accent, like, I'm sad that the C's lost. I'm gonna go drink at the bar because the C's lost.
hmm
We haven't won a title since 2008, and they gotta win. They gotta be back. You gotta get Banner 18, hang Banner 18 up in the rafters at the TD Garden. If you're a girl who talks like that, maybe just don't talk at all, and like let's.
Well, we always are doing the talking for the women.
Right,
'Cause we know what women.
That's a great point.
Yeah,
we
so
know what.
we don't really need women to talk at
Right.
all,
So yeah, if you,
regardless of your accent.
yeah, but especially if you have that Boston accent, Jesus Christ, don't just don't talk.
Okay.
Come over here, and you're going to be too sad to talk.
I don't mind an accent.
Oh, you haven't heard that one.
No, I have actually. I dated a girl that was
From Boston?
She was from Mass,
Okay.
but yeah.
Did she have that?
Oh
accent?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. She had a Massachusetts, Boston, which is pretty similar, right?
Well, yes, that's
Yeah.
that's the accent that I'm talking about. But yeah.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, right now the Warriors are up 3-2. Statistically, they have a better chance of winning the series. So there could be some upset Celtics fans, women, or if the Celtics come back, there could be some upset Golden State fans. So, whoever loses, you can always come to us and we will heal you. We will buy the dip in your life. You know, your life will be in a dip. Your team just lost the finals. Come to us. We will buy you and raise you up and bring you up like the Bulls we are we're a couple Chicago Bulls ourselves. We will bring you into the bull market. Do you like that analogy I just made?
That was a great analogy.
God, I'm just so
Poetic.
with my lyrics.
I'm speaking.
So, but also WNBA, you talked about before, Brittany Griner is still being detained in Russia wrongfully, and her detention has been extended through at least July 2nd, Russian state news reports. So she was detained she plays in a basketball league there in the offseason of the WNBA, and they found some cannabis oil in her suitcase. And it seems like trumped up charges. They're kind of holding her as a political prisoner now to get like leverage in this whole war.
And that's really gonna work out because there's nothing we value more in this country than the WNBA.
And women's basketball. Yeah.
Women's basketball is probably the highest priority on we gotta fucking save the day here. So that's really important.
Yes. So, but I will say, if it was a male basketball player, he would have been out by now. Okay, we would have already.
There's probably
negotiated
men
to get
over
his
there
release.
smoking weed and playing basketball, and it's like not a problem. Remember, like Dennis Rodman went to like North Korea.
Yes.
He like got drunk and like was like, "I'm gonna rebound North Korea" or whatever.
Well, he's friends with Kim Jong Un. Yeah.
Well, how do you do that?
I have no idea how that happened.
That was wild.
Yeah.
He was going on TV all fucked up.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
He was like, like falling apart on like the mic. And he's like, "I'm gonna go fix it over there." And they're like, "How are you gonna do that?" And he's like, "I'm gonna bring basketball to the North Koreans." He was like, "I'm gonna go like teach them how to play basketball." It's like, all right, you as a 6'10" freak of nature teaching like 5'3" dudes how to play basketball.
Right.
All right, let us know how that goes.
Right. Right.
But I guess he did. I mean, he did like, we didn't go to war.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. You know?
Yeah. I know the U.S. State Department was trying to use him as like, they were trying to help him kind of fix
so
stuff
wild.
over there.
That's
Yeah.
so wild.
Yeah.
What a man! Like the history books of how that would look. You know, like
Right.
what ambassador did we send?
Nuclear war stopped.
Stopped
because of-
by this like multiple hair colored dude that maybe he wrote like a book, "Bad as I Want to Be" or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This gender fluid, pink haired
Yeah.
basketball player.
Yeah. He was like one of the first
He was
gender.
a pioneer of
Mm.
tearing down the patriarchy. and
Although
toxic
he was
masculinity.
only like banging chicks though.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
That's-
Carmen Electra.
Yeah.
and the-
That's the kind of gender
and
fluid
then
we
Michael
are.
Jordan had to
Like we're gender fluid because
on his
there's
door.
women that are like, "Ooh, that's cool," and then we'll just bang through so many chicks that
Right.
like respect that we don't care about gender, but you definitely got to be a hot girl for us to.
right. Did you watch The Last Dance?
I did
the
not. What is
documentary?
that?
So I watched it ironically, not because I'm a huge sports
What's the
fan.
Last Dance?
It was chronicling the last season of the Chicago Bulls dynasty.
Oh hell yeah!
And so I just watched it ironically.
That was that after Michael Jordan quit to play baseball and then
Yes.
came back.
Came back, and then that was his 6th and final championship.
That was sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah. So there was this one story in there where Dennis Rodman took a mental health break during the season.
Wow.
which
That
was
might have been,
unprecedented
one of the
at time.
first, because
Right.
usually back in the day, there was no such thing as mental health. You just suck it
Like,
up and
suck it up.
quit
and
being
play.
a bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
But Dennis Rodman was like, actually, mental health is important.
Yeah.
So-
Basketball is too much.
Right.
I need a day off of basketball.
Yeah. So he went to Las Vegas to just like party and do drugs and
That's what you do on a mental health break.
Right.
It's
right.
just blast lines of cocaine
Right.
and just plow through
And
hookers.
he wasn't responding to calls. So Michael Jordan went to Vegas to like bang on his hotel room door and like went in there, and Carmen Electra was in there and was like hiding behind a bed while Michael Jordan came in and was like, "Hey, get the fuck out of here. We're going back to Chicago."
Mhm.
And so that's something that we really identified with because, we've often, except like we're
We
the
go-
Dennis Rodman, but instead of Michael Jordan coming in the room, it's our girlfriend. And
Yeah.
she's like, what are you doing here in this
Oh, yeah,
hotel?
yeah, yeah. And
Who is that behind
Yeah.
behind the couch? It's like,
It's-
don't look back there.
that's just some girl we were having a dialogue with.
Yeah. There's
It's
nothing
not-
happening. It's not what it looks like.
Yeah. It
we can
doesn't.
explain.
Yeah. We were having a meeting in this hotel room late at night, but it was a meeting.
That line always works when
Mm-hmm.
one of our girlfriends catches us with someone else.
Mhm.
You're like, who is she? It's like, it's not what it looks like.
Yeah.
I can explain.
It's.
She's like, oh.
anytime someone says it's not what it looks like, it's
They're always
definitely-
telling the truth.
Yeah, it's always. It does look bad. It does look like you were fucking somebody else in a hotel room, and it's definitely not exactly that.
Yeah. It's not what it looks like. So
Yeah.
that story we really identified with. But we love Dennis Rodman, how he was a pioneer of taking mental health breaks, and because he just didn't want to adult
Yeah.
for a couple days. You
And
know?
and by adult, playing a game that children play
Yes,
as
for
a-
millions of dollars.
yeah.
So
as an adult.
yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes, we don't want to do this podcast. This podcast is a job.
Yeah,
This
and
is hard work.
We take mental health breaks, but I feel like the mental health break is the actual podcast.
Right.
And also, here's another thing.
Yeah.
The two woke boys, we are the Michael Jordan of podcasting. And that was me dunking on all podcasts.
Actually, can I correct you for a second?
What's that?
We are the Lisa Leslie of podcasting.
That's the female. Wait, what about Sue Bird?
We're also the Sue Bird of podcasting. Or the Mia Hamm of podcasting, bitch.
That's the.
Soccer, but
No, actually, we're more the Brenda Chastain.
oh,
That's the one that whipped her tits out after she scored a goal.
yes.
And that is queen behavior right there. So,
I'm speaking.
Love that.
yeah, we love that. Please. And that's the kind of celebration that we want, free the nipple and also free the
Well, she
nipple.
didn't totally free the nipples. She
I know.
just-
That's why I'm saying free the nipple, because
Right.
you didn't really do it right. And as a sports coach, I said I was a basketball coach earlier. I'm just going to say broad sports coach.
Okay,
I'm a
wow.
sports coach. I coach all sports. I know I can't skate backwards on ice skates, and I've only skated maybe like 3 times, but I will also coach you in hockey. And the coaching I will do is very much like what I explained earlier with the basketball, is like how to push your crotch into my crotch, because I'm sure you do that in hockey as well.
Right,
And there will be no padding because we play without protection.
right.
You know what I mean?
So do you have an ice rink?
No,
or
no,
are they
but
gonna
I
be on
do have
skates?
ice cubes, and we'll do some stuff with the ice cubes, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like really valuable hockey lessons.
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
giving.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, I play Rocket League, and there's a mode in Rocket League where instead of, it's like soccer with cars, but
Yeah.
instead of a soccer ball, there's a hockey puck one. So we'll play that
Cool.
for 10 minutes before we get to the physical coaching.
That's great.
Yeah.
So speaking of sports, there is this big controversy in the NFL with Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson, who has been accused of sexual assault and a lot of bad things going on with a lot of women accused him of like hiring them to give him massages, and then he would sexually assault them and like coerce them into like giving him happy endings or oral sex, and a New York Times investigation
How many of these?
revealed so there were 66 massage therapists he booked over a 17-month period. So he was just, what he would do is he would just go on. And this is by the way, we're talking about Deshaun Watson here, not you, not Chris Columbus.
Yeah, it's definitely less than 66 for me.
Yeah, he would go on Instagram and find women, just find random women and DM them, be like, "Hey, I want a massage," and they're like, "I'm not a masseuse." And
I'm sure they said that. I'm not a licensed.
Some did. Okay. Some said like, "I don't have like certification."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "I don't care. Just come over to this hotel and we'll do it." And then he would like, what he would do according to all these women is he would expose himself and ask them to touch him like on his penis and force them to do things that they didn't want to do. And now he has 24 women suing him and 66 separate women that they were able to find he booked.
Oh, wait. So only 24 are suing him?
Yes.
And then they're out of 66.
Right.
So was that
less than half?
Yeah, it's almost like a third.
Yeah.
So like a third of the women are pissed about it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But he got traded so that...
It's kind of like the Bumble class action lawsuit. Like a bunch of people had Bumble, but only a few really signed up for the class action,
including your boy who got $71.
Nice.
Yeah, which I'm funneling right back into women's causes,
like massages, like this.
Yeah, but when I get massages, I'm not pressuring women to do things they don't want to do. But I know we haven't talked about this for a while on this podcast, but we know you're so you give massages.
I also, as a sports coach,
You're a physical therapist.
And I coach massages, I coach masseuses into being professional masseuses.
Right. So you have a lot of like essential oils and body oils here at the house. And so instead of like what Deshaun Watson was doing was soliciting massages from women, you are soliciting women to give massages too.
Yes.
So you hit women up in their DMs and you're like, "Hey, I would like to give you a massage." That's what you open with.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Who are you?"
You look stressed.
Right.
You need a stress relief.
Yeah, she's like, "Who are you? How did you find me?" You're like, "Just come over. Let me give you a massage on the house." She's like, "Do you have certification?" Absolutely not.
Yeah.
But I do have essential oils. And so I just hope that none of the women have ever accused you of...
No, absolutely not. And if they do, they're a fucking lying bitch. That's for sure.
Yeah, we believe all the women who are accusing
It's
Deshaun
important.
Watson.
It's important to believe all women, except any women that
say negative things about the two woke boys.
Yeah.
So
that's a very, very important thing to make that distinction.
Yes.
So
now he's being, more civil lawsuits are coming, and his NFL future is up in the air. But he just got
Is he
the
still
Browns
on the team?
So the Texans, he sat out the whole last season. He was
because
suspended.
the massages.
Yeah. He was suspended, and then the Texans, he was cleared. He was cleared of a bunch of charges by a Texas court, and then right after that, the Cleveland Browns traded for him and then signed him to one of the biggest contracts in NFL history, like over $200 guaranteed million. And now there's more lawsuits coming in. And this was guaranteed money.
Okay.
So they may have just thrown out $200 million
Whoa,
out
really?
the window. Yeah.
So the Cleveland Browns threw $200 million at this guy, and now these lawsuits are coming.
More lawsuits.
Wait, so then is that guy not playing now?
Well, it's up in the air. It depends on. They said they're going to let the legal system play out, but also the NFL can impose their own punishments. And again, I don't know how.
And they're always great about that,
right? And again, I don't know how.
Remember when there was a bunch of domestic violence issues,
right? And they're
with
like
their players, and they're like, we are going to make
2 games off. Yeah.
Well, you got to take 2 games. Well, it's 16-game season, so that's a lot,
right?
And they were like, we're gonna make anti-domestic violence commercials.
Oh, right.
So it's like, hey, don't hit women. You don't hit women, but don't worry about us.
Right.
We're the NFL.
Right.
That was pretty.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
pretty
and
good.
also this is a good opportunity for us to say, if you have ever played football
Mhm.
or played any sport, and you're a man, you definitely have beat up your girlfriend or wife. Yeah,
Okay.
you're an abuser.
Yeah. And
Oh, I play sports ball.
Yeah, you beat women too, I'm sure.
Mhm.
Every male athlete does that except for us.
Mhm.
So if you're a woman who is like
And we're very athletic too.
so
If you're a
athletic.
woman and you're like into strong athletic dudes, fucking
I have
come get some.
explosive athleticism.
I have fast twitch muscle
Yeah.
fibers.
explosive.
Hmm. I'm quick off the line,
Yep.
and I hit dingers. So hit me up,
Yeah.
and I move like a gazelle.
Mm.
So there's that.
Nice.
Also,
Yeah. So if you're looking for a male athlete who does not abuse women, if you're a woman out there hot listening,
Mhm.
hit us up in our DMs, because all other guys who have played
Yeah.
sports or play sports
we
currently
are well-rounded boys.
Yeah.
You know, so like this professional athlete, like, yeah, he's good at football, but does he have a podcast?
I don't see one.
Yeah, I don't think he does. So there's that.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to plug here?
I don't think so. Are we running?
We got
running out of
4
time?
minutes.
Okay.
We had
Any of these other things you want to?
yeah,
talk
we had
about?
an email here.
Yeah.
Did you see the U.S. Marine website? They put out like some tweets during like Pride.
Oh, I did see
the rainbow
bullets. Oh, we love that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's really a cool thing for the military-industrial complex to be like, we are all about equality, and when we put these rainbow-colored bullets up the ass of our enemies, it'll be equal or whatever, like whatever their message was with that. Did you pull that up?
I didn't see it, but I saw the.
Okay, so
link,
they
but-
put out a tweet here. This is from the U.S. Marines. It says, throughout June, the USMC takes #Pride in recognizing and honoring the contributions of our LGBTQ service members. We remain committed to fostering an environment free from discrimination and defend the values of treating all equally with dignity and respect. And that's from a branch of the military that's going over like blowing up other countries
Yeah.
for being different. You know.
Yeah. Right. 'Cause
Yeah.
we hate the military.
But
and
if they have rainbow colored bullets,
then that's cool.
that is cool.
Yeah.
So if we drop an A bomb on another country, if the big puff of smoke that comes out of the cloud that obliterates a city is a rainbow color, how cool would that be?
So cool.
That would be so equal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to mention a quick thing.
And a mushroom cloud is like a penis, so that's kind of gay, which is awesome.
Right.
We love that
We
too.
support that. So yeah. So now we're back in with the military now.
Mm-hmm.
We hated them. We called them terrorists. Now we love the military because
Mm-hmm.
they support Pride, and we definitely, it's not a big facade for
Yeah. They had the don't ask, don't tell
Yeah.
thing, right?
which was bad.
So it was basically like, you can be gay in the military, but shut the fuck up about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you can be open.
Yeah.
Which
Now it's like, you better be gay.
right.
You better be
And
gay.
you better
and-
use these rainbow bullets.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to use these gay bullets in your gun when you go kill a person that's brown? Get the fuck out of here. You know,
Yeah.
you bigot.
That's right. So yeah, so now we're back in. We're all in with the military. We love it now. Also, quick thing I wanted to mention: there's this big high-profile breakup between Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey. Did you hear about this?
I did not hear about that.
Steve Harvey's daughter.
Oh.
They broke up. Here she is. Queen, right?
Yes. She
Yeah.
is a queen.
And she broke up with him. And apparently, the rumor was that he wanted to get married, and she was not ready to settle down.
Ooh.
Which,
We love that.
We love that so much. So Lori Harvey, if you're listening, she's dated Future. She's dated P. Diddy. Dated Michael B. Jordan. And what a great next step for her
to find the two woke
us.
boys.
Yeah.
Now,
It's about time she gets down with the swirl a little bit, wouldn't you say?
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Here's what I propose we do.
Yeah.
We go on the Family Feud.
Oh.
Like we're like a family on the Family Feud. And then there'll be, her dad, Steve Harvey, there's gonna be a category that's like, who fucked my daughter?
Right.
And then the number one answer is gonna be us.
Chris and Cole.
Yeah.
Or it's just going to be a blatantly sexual question. It's like, what's something you'd like to, what's something you like to put in your wife?
Yeah.
And then ding, Chris and Cole. My
cock.
and then Steve Harvey just looks at the camera like,
he's like, dang, are you?
Damn, man, you really gonna say that on national TV, man?
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, it was a pretty.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty clear. Like
sexual,
everybody saw it coming.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then he just, if you're listening to the audio, you can't see the face I'm doing, but it's just him,
you know how, I mean, the whole reason you watch Family Feud is Steve Harvey mugging at the camera.
Right.
I mean, he's amazing.
Right.
He's so funny.
Yeah. What's something that gets hard when you touch it?
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding,
My
ding.
penis.
Chris and Cole.
Yeah.
And then we're like, our dicks. And he's like, then he does the face.
Yeah,
like, are you white boys outside your damn mind?
Yeah. Yeah. You out your damn
Out
mind.
your damn mind.
This boy up here acting a damn fool.
And then we'll play with Lori Harvey on our team.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe just the three of us.
She
Usually
will be
there's
the
like
prize that we will take home when our answer is the number one answer.
Right.
Who is going to fuck my daughter? Survey says, bing, the two woke
Chris and
boys.
Cole.
And we go out there
Right.
and just bang her.
And then we'll
daughter.
win the
He's like, is these motherfuckers fucking my daughter right here?
Yeah. Maybe
Yes, we are.
I have a good idea. Maybe we can do a sequel to that movie. Was it called Guess Who? Where it was like about Ashton Kutcher like dating this black girl and the dad was Bernie Mac.
Okay.
And the whole thing was like, she's like, Dad, I want you to meet my boyfriend. He's a great guy. And he's like, yeah, can't wait to meet him. And then they open the door. It's like, what's this white boy doing here? And it's like, no, Dad, that's my boyfriend. What? But he's white.
Yeah.
And you're black. How is this going to work?
Yeah.
And then
An interracial relationship.
interracial
Are you
relationship?
fucking kidding me?
yeah. I thought.
There you go. This motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah. So we should make a sequel to Guess Who, where Bernie Mac unfortunately is dead.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
So
One of the greats, no doubt.
yeah. So Steve Harvey will play the dad, and then Lori Harvey will play
The love interest.
the love interest, and we will be the co-male love interest.
Yeah. And Steve Harvey would be like, so you're dating two white boys at the same time? How the fuck that work?
And she's like, yes, Dad. Can you be a little more accepting?
Yeah.
He's like, nah, man. This ain't never gonna work. And then he does the face.
Half
He just-
the movie
he
is
just
silence of Steve Harvey just
breaking the fourth wall
Just
and
staring at
looking
the
right
camera.
into the camera
like, you got to be kidding me.
with that blank look on his face with his mustache.
We should put the Family Feud ding on the board here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we should write the screenplay for that.
Mm-hmm.
Guess Who 2 with Lori Harvey and Chris and Cole. And you know how in movies they're always like so many times the romantic leads who play, the couple on screen have fallen in love off the screen.
Oh yeah.
You got Tom Holland and Zendaya and Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. And all these, it's happened time and time again. I also just read an article about Ferris Bueller. Matthew Broderick was secretly dating the lady who played his sister. in the movie.
Oh, okay.
And they
Forget her name.
and they got engaged, and then she got engaged to Johnny Depp
Wow.
right after. Didn't
Who
marry either
is
of
an
them.
abusive piece of shit.
Right, because we believe all women.
And Amber Heard especially, who's
Yes.
not a complete fucking psycho.
No, she is a very trustworthy source. But yes, anyway, a lot of you see all the time with like actors falling in love, off the screen too, and that's going to happen with Lori. We're going to shoot Guess Who 2, us co-male romantic leads, and then we're going to fall in love with Lori Harvey and finally give her that ring that she has been elusive for her, and we're going to be in a throuple, polyamorous relationship
where only we are the polyamorous.
Yeah.
ones. She is
one-sided
committed, yeah.
polyamory.
Yeah.
Some would call it polygamy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is cool and
Yeah.
new.
Yeah.
And not like some old bullshit that's weird.
Right.
Yeah. Do you have anything you want to plug?
No, just hit us up in our DMs. Lori Harvey, Lizzo, a lot of black queens this week. Who else? Wait, we didn't talk about that story. The whole like that racist guy in North Hollywood making racist comments
We'll
about.
have to cover that another time or something.
Yeah, Mexican women, but Mexican women can hit us up in our DMs too, and
That
That
hashtag yes all women, that also applies to women hitting us up.
what's yes all women? Is that like believe all women?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, sure.
okay,
Whatever. That's how many women we want to hit us up. All women.
right.
Please check out jeffzinasek.com. He's going on tour. Lots of shows coming up. I'll already be back from Vegas. So if you saw me in Vegas, thank you for seeing me. But there's also going to be shows in Austin, Texas, July 15th. So if you're in Austin, Texas, come see Jeff Zinasek there. Also be looking on Jeff Zinasek's website and the beacon link in his social media profile for comedy dates in Louisville, Kentucky, Buffalo, New York, Salt Lake City, Utah, and Austin, Texas. I already mentioned that. There'll be others too. So summer tour coming up. Also, please review the podcast. We need reviews. Those are helpful. Give us 5-star reviews on iTunes and Spotify. We will read interesting reviews on the show, so we appreciate that. Send us emails. We would love to respond to emails. The Pride thing was an email from Colby, so thank you for that. The email is 2wokeboys@gmail.com. Donate to the Slut Fund on Cash App and Venmo. We will promise to invest all that money back into the podcast, and we mean by investing it back into the podcast, we mean sluts. Please follow our, subscribe to our YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, all that shit. Whatever social media you have, follow the 2 Woke Boys on it. And then also follow allies of the show, Malcolm Kellner and Jeff Zinasek, for their respective comedy stuff or whatever. So, and keep sharing the show and helping us out. So we appreciate you guys listening to the show. So you guys rule. That being said, thank you for listening to episode 99 of the 2 Woke Boys podcast. I am Chris.
I'm Cole.
And together we are 2 Woke Boys.
Boys.